Hello, hello, everybody. Hey, Bubba, will you call your sister? She's calling me right now. Will you call her, please? Hello, hello, y'all. Welcome back. All right, okay. So, I had not intended to go live, but listen, when God want me to give a word, I'm gonna do it. Did you call her? Call your sister, please. All right. So, I wanted to share this word last week, and I did not have a chance. Hey, y'all, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Impromptu. If you don't catch it live, catch it next time. It's all good. And so, but I didn't get a chance to share this word, right? I was at the gym. This is just something that God was showing me. God shows me a lot of things in different ways, and I'm very thankful that He would honor me that way and share with me, especially in moments when I need encouragement. So I'm praying that this will encourage somebody else as well. So I was at the gym, but most of you who have been following me for any length of time, you know that I have been on a weight loss journey. I've lost weight, I've gained weight, I've lost weight, I've gained weight, I've lost weight, and now I've gained some weight, and now I'm losing weight again. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of this roller coaster of my life. Hello, hey, how are you? Good to see you. And but that's okay, right? I'm doing all the things. You guys chime in and let me know where you're chiming in from. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'm getting ready. We have a function. Hey, friend, how are you? Hey, y'all. Merry Christmas to all of y'all early. I'm getting ready for an event we have this evening. So I am getting ready with you guys. Get ready with me while I share this word. Hey, Miss Ollie. Hey, everybody. Like, nice to see y'all. And so I do hope that this will encourage somebody. So I've been in this weight loss journey for years. I have successfully stayed under 200 pounds for the last not quite 2 years, but I'm moving into that 2-year period. And so I'm very thankful for that. Every time I get on the scale, it does bother my spirit, because being a perimenopausal middle-aged woman is a challenge to anybody. And if you haven't gotten there yet, trust me, you will. Don't worry. From Pennsylvania. All right. Well, good. God bless all of y'all, and Merry Christmas early. And so if you have not experienced it yet, don't worry, you will. It's coming down your street, your block, your row. Before too long, all of us will have to traverse and travail all of these things. And so last week I was at the gym. I go to the gym every day after work. If I go to work, I go to the gym. I leave work, I pull out the parking lot, I make a right, and I go to the gym every single time. It's easy for me to do my 30 to 40 minute workout, whatever it is I got to do, and then go home. If I go home, I'm not going back to the gym. That's just the life I live. I know some of y'all are better than I am, and you are dedicated. I'm dedicated to the point that if I'm out of my house, I'll go. If it's a Saturday or a Sunday, I don't go to the gym. I'll do the exercise bike, which is right over there, because I just did my 20 minutes. And so I was having a particularly fat feeling week. Now, please don't feel bad for me. I don't talk about yourself like that, Shakema. It's how I was feeling. It may not be the truth of the matter, but it's how I was feeling. I was feeling bloated. I was feeling big. I was feeling like my back was not unbigging. I was going back to compare old folks. I mean, I was just feeling huge. And so nevertheless, I pressed my way to the gym, and I don't want to say I hide, but I don't stay in the main part of the gym anymore. I used to be in the main part of the gym where all the racks are and all the weight machines and all of those things are, and I would just be doing whatever I knew how to do. But I started following a girl. She does YouTube videos. And of course, I don't want to be out there doing a YouTube video in the middle of all the serious gym people. So at the gym that I go to, they have a little back room that you can go into. And about the time that I go, usually there are no classes going on at the time. Hey, everybody. Good to see y'all. I'm just getting ready for an event that I have in a couple hours. And so I'm getting ready now so I don't have to try to get ready later. And so I just thought I'd get ready and kind of share the story time with y'all. And happy Christmas to all y'all. So I'm in the back room, and this is what I do every single day. I'm dressed to the nines when I go in there because I go to work dressed. And I go change clothes, just put on my regular workout clothes, sweatpants, a t-shirt, pair of tennis shoes, and moving on. I do need a new pair of tennis shoes. And so I do all of that, and I go in the back, and the first thing I do is make sure nobody else is in there. Sometimes you have these little old dudes that will be back there, but of course, by the time I get there, they're usually done. There are some days that I go and nobody is there at all. I'm gonna have to look up here in my mirror and not look at y'all. I'm totally locked in, but I can't see what I'm doing if I look in that little camera thing. Okay. And so I go in the back, I make sure nobody else is in there. And if they are, I don't want to infringe on their time. I'll just find a little quiet place in the main gym. But for the most part, every day that I go in there, nobody's in there and I can just go mind my business. I set up my, I take a 3-pound weight. I set my phone in front of the weight. I get all of my weights because I don't do a lot of cardio. I don't have time for those little walking treadmills and things. I'm in there to lift weights. And so I get all my weights out and I just spread them out. I got 10s, 12s, 15, 20s, 25s, just depending on what I'm doing. I get the bench or I get a mat, depending on what the workout of the day is. And again, I'm feeling extremely huge. I'm feeling big. I'm feeling like all the progress that I've made over the past, 6 months is down the toilet, down the drain. I'm not feeling like I've done anything. I'm not feeling like I'm maintaining any loss. I'm plateaued out or whatever the case is. And so it's just bothering me. Nevertheless, I'm still going to do my workout because I came here to work out and I'm going to do it. I don't care how I feel. I'm still going to work out. And so as I am working out, I'm doing all the things. I'm sweating, y'all. Now, I think sweating is very unladylike, so I try not to do it very often. However, in the mode of strength training, and you're really training hard because every month I up my weights just so I know that I'm really doing something. I up my weights and I'm out here sweating, like for real sweating. And I'm like, Lord, this is not true, but whatever. I'm doing all the things and still feeling huge, like Blimpy the Whale or something. I mean, I'm feeling real big. And my 30 minutes, this is a shorter workout for me today. And I'm not a hero or a shero. I don't do 2 workouts. I don't stay at the gym for 3 hours. I don't have that kind of time. Even though I don't have small children, I have a side business that I have to run. And so I gotta move on with my life. So I do my little 30 minutes and now I gotta re-rack my weights and all these types of things. And there is this lady in there. I've never seen her in there before. And she's a little older than I am, I can tell, or she looks older than I am, probably by 10 years, maybe ish, I don't know. And here I am in my brain. I've already convinced myself that I'm a loser and I'm just working out for nothing. Nothing's sticking, right? I'm doing all this working out every day, trying my best to do the diet and watch what I'm eating. Nothing is sticking. And as I'm walking out, I re-racked my weights. And as I'm on my way to walk out, there's this lady in there and she looks at me and she says, "You're in here putting all the rest of us to shame." And I'm thinking, first of all, lady, I don't know who you are. I don't know this lady from anywhere. I don't think I've ever seen her in the gym before. And she's doing her little weights. She had a little band. She was doing a little band workout. And I thought she was doing pretty decent. And I said to her, I said, "No, ma'am, I'm just, doing the best I can." I haven't been to the gym in a couple of days because I think it was on a Monday that I went. I don't go on the weekends. And she said, "No, ma'am, you're in here. You're doing so well. You're doing so good." She said, "The rest of us, we just trying to keep up." And again, I don't know who the rest of us are because I don't see anybody else in here. But I had been at the gym another time in the back room doing my weights. And this older gentleman says to me, he says, "Excuse me, are you using a video?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I am." He said, He said, my wife doesn't like to come to the gym, but I'm going to tell her that she can come back here in this back room. He said, I've been watching you and I see you back here all the time. And I'm going to tell my wife that you're doing a video and she can do a video as well if she would just come with me to the gym, because I want her to come, but she won't come. And again, when I go to the gym, I look for two things. I go to the gym at a time that's not staffed by staff, right? They have certain staff hours. They're open 24 hours. I go at a specific time that they're not staffed, and they're going to be staffed very, very soon. Jackson, call your sister for me. Jackson, call her back or answer her. She's calling. And I'm doing this. And so, anyway, I'm walking out the gym and the lady, she's like, no, you're doing so well. And again, still feeling how I'm feeling. And then the Lord said to me, people are watching you even when you don't think you're watching, and they don't see what you see, right? Here we are thinking, I'm doing the worst. I'm doing terrible. This is not working out for me. And especially around this time of the year. Tomorrow is Christmas, and I'm trying to bring a point, so y'all follow me, okay? Tomorrow is Christmas. I looked under my Christmas tree the other day, and there are so few gifts under there, just so few gifts. Not what we traditionally would do. I mean, traditionally, I would have gifts lining. We would have them spilling out and all the other things. My kids are older now. I give money to people. Hey, buy what you want to buy. No, I'm not trying to shop. I'm not doing anything. Get what you want to get. So I know that there are some people who are feeling not at their best because maybe they didn't have the money that they needed this time to get their kids all of the things that they wish they could have gotten. There are people like me on your weight loss journey who feeling like, oh my God, nothing I'm doing is working, because middle-aged weight loss is a whole nother level of different. And I was praying, I'm like, Lord, can my husband just love me as I fluctuate? Because I know I'm going up and down and I don't even understand what's going on. And I pray that he loves who I am on the inside, and whatever's on the outside, he's like, babe, we gonna work it out together, or whatever the case is. But I'm feeling like I'm not doing my very best. Little do I know that there are people that I don't even know these people from anywhere that are watching me, and they're saying, you know what? I've been watching you the whole time you've been coming in here, and you're doing well. You've persevered. You keep coming, even though the scale is not saying what you want it to say. I think you're doing a good job. So I just wanted to encourage all of us, especially those of us who don't feel like we're doing the best, that you're doing a good job. You're doing the best you know how to do. I pray you're doing the best you know how to do. And even if you don't feel like it, but you know that's the truth, you're going every day, you're getting after it. You're doing the best you can with your kids. You're doing the best you can with your budget. You're doing the best you can with your groceries, or whatever the case is, or wherever you are in your life. We see you, and we see you doing well, and you're outdoing. Here's the thing. Are you outdoing yourself from last year? And I always have to think about that. I'm not the same size I was last year. I'm outdoing where I was last year, and I'm thankful for that. Y'all, hold on, got to get this slip together. Probably why people record this first and then talk over it, because it's hard to do when you're trying to talk. You're not the same person that you were last year, Shakema. You're better. My attitude towards weight loss is different. That feeling fat would have sent me to Chick-fil-A, which is right across the street. It would have sent me to another store to buy all the things, and I would have sat in my car and ate them, or I would have brought them home and ate them, and then I would have felt doubly worse. I might not even have gone to the gym last year feeling how I was feeling, but I pressed my way through. I pressed my way in to keep going. And somebody in there that I don't know looked at me and said, you're out doing the rest. I'm working hard, y'all. I don't think sweating is very ladylike. It's not something that Shakema wants to do. And every day I'm in there doing those workouts, and I am pouring sweat in all the places. And I'm like, Lord, what is this? This is the new you. This is the new you. This is the you that you always should have been, but it's taking a minute to get out. It's taking a minute for people to be able to see It's taking a minute for you to get on God's plan, because God has a plan for all of us. And here we are thinking, I'm a loser. Nobody sees me. And here's this lady going, I see you, girl. I see you. And here's the other thing. We always think it's going to be the people in our circle. Can I tell you that sometimes your circle don't have eyes for you? They just really don't. Not everybody who says they want you to win wants you to win. They don't. There's some people that are waiting and praying for you to fall on your face. But here's what I say. Even in my fat moments, I'm going to put on my stretchy pants and I'm going to go right to that gym and I'm going to do all the things. And when I put on clothes, I put on this morning. When I sit, I wish I could show y'all, but I remember when my muffin top used to be the size of 2 muffins. It was them jumbo muffins you get at Costco. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you make little muffins at your house. Costco makes them big muffins, and that's what I used to have in the middle of my body. It's not there anymore because I'm putting in the work, right? Your debt is not where it used to be because you're putting in the work. Your kids aren't getting in trouble as much as they used to at school because you're putting in the work being a present parent, or you're doing all the things that you need to do. Maybe you were able to get a few more things this year on their Christmas list because you're managing your household and your finances well. Whatever it is, y'all, you got to think somebody sees you. And honestly, let me get this last bottom lip. Honestly, go back and think about it. Who has given you a compliment as of late? Who has said to you, girl, I see you. You are doing amazing. Oh my God. You know how when you haven't seen somebody for a long time and you go, oh my God. And one of the things, and y'all probably don't know this about me, that I'm very self-conscious about is what I look like when I don't have on makeup, because I don't think I'm a pretty woman. I don't need people to come in the comments and say, "Oh, girl, you pretty." I mean, I don't really care. I don't care about that. I mean, I care. I want to be attractive, but child, this is dollar store makeup. No, this came from the airport. I got this out of the airport. All this stuff is just, I bought it cheap. I don't spend a ton, but I do want to look good. But I have a self-consciousness about that. And the Lord was saying, Shakema, I want you to do your live, and I want you to get dressed. I want you to do your makeup. Because here's the truth of the matter is, I'm not going to finish how I started. I started naked face, y'all. And as I'm sitting here talking to y'all and going through the process, because some of us don't want to go through the process, I can see that it's changing. This Shakema is who I like. I like her. I like me just fine without the makeup, because when I got to go out the house, I don't put makeup on. I don't. But I like this one just as well, right? She's put together. She's well-rounded. She's can't talk and put lipstick on at the same time. She's doing all of the things that she's asked and prayed God to allow her to be able to do. And what people get to see is the finished product. Now, I didn't start off this way, right? I didn't start off this way. But as I work through the process, and I'm not done yet, right? It's not over. We just getting started. This process isn't over. Why do you wear big earrings, Shakema? Because I make a statement everywhere I go, and I want to make a statement because God is the head of my life. God keeps me sane. God keeps me even in my right mind when I'm feeling some type of way about myself. And I know that today is one of those days and tomorrow will be as well, that will make people feel like they are failures. Can I promise you? None of us are failures. Some of us just not where everybody else is, and that's okay. Look at your life and say, hey, have I made any progress? Have I made any progress from where I was last year? God, y'all, listen, this is as tribal as I get. People talk about we from Africa. This is as tribal as Shakema gonna get, y'all, okay? And it happens right here in my house that I don't usually let people see my vulnerabilities. But why not? I had a bad moment last week, but I did not sabotage my week or my progress, what little progress I have made, by going out and making a bad choice. Nope. I took that encouragement because God knew that I was at the cusp of decision. Either I'm going to not go to the gym, I'm going to feel a type of way, I'm going to go eat something that I probably shouldn't eat, or I'm going to let this lady who I don't even know tell me all of the things that she's able to see in me in these 5 minutes she's been in this room with me. And she says, you're outworking everybody. And there's big old weight guys out there doing all the things. But I think she saw the effort. She saw, hey, she's not giving up. Her weights get bigger and bigger. Every time she picks up a weight, they get bigger and bigger. And so I just want to encourage you. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know some of you at all. You all just follow me online, and I'm thankful that you do. So you're able to see my life. I don't know your life, but I do know when you're at your lowest moment that sometimes you just need somebody to come in and give you a word of the Lord, to give you a little bit of encouragement, to say, hey, I see you. You're doing well. Don't feel any type of way. It's all going to be okay. And so that's what God has called me in here to do. And even when you think it's good, listen, God says, hey, I got more for you. We're not done yet. I just did the makeup. Hey, what about the hair, God? I gotta get it all the way together, right? I gotta get myself all the way together. And so a lot of us, tempted to give up. We're tempted to go and crawl in our hole and feel some type of way because it's not what we think it should be. Can I promise you that if you're doing your best, as long as you're doing your best, your level best, whatever that is, which cannot be compared to my best, because again, I don't have small children. If I had small children, I've been one of those parents that have needed help from time to time. I've been one of those parents that have had to shop at the cheap section of Walmart. I've been all of that. Can I promise you that your kids, as long as you love them and they know they're loved, they're not going to care about any of that. You're doing your best. You're outdoing us all because you're making them have experiences and memories. It's not just about them toys that's going to be broken 5 minutes from now, because I promise you they're going to be broke in 10 minutes from now. It's because they're going to be playing so hard. But give them memories. Give them memories. Give them something to really say, do y'all remember when? Yeah, we remember when. We absolutely remember when. And I know that doesn't help it doesn't help you feel any type of way at the moment, but let it sink in for a while, y'all. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Let it sink in for a while, because we are where we are, right? I'm not at the weight that I want to be, but I'm keeping on. I'm not gonna quit the process. I'm not gonna give up before it's over. I have until the end of the year to be at a specific weight, but next year I've already planned out my goals for next year, and I'm not waiting until next year. I even thought about that. Well, Shakema, you can really just binge out and eat all the things you want until January 1st. No, I don't have that luxury because I'm still trying to build on what I've done this far. I don't want to go backwards in my process. And I'm saying that to y'all. Don't go backwards in your thinking that it's not working. What I'm doing is not making a difference. What I'm doing is not producing the results that I want, because it is, but it's all a process. At this stage of the game, there are results. At the next stage of the game, there are results, just like there was at the previous stage. Don't give up. Don't stop. Don't throw in the towel. Don't quit. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep progressing. Sweat a little if you have to. Do all of the things that you have to do that get you to the point of where you're trying to get to. Have I arrived? Absolutely not. 165, 175 would be a good arrival point for me. 170 would be amazing. But at this point, I still have a lot of work to go to do, but I'm doing the work. Are your kids perfect? Absolutely not. At this point, they need a lot of work, but you're putting it in. Is your finances perfectly perfect? Absolutely not. We wish they were a little better. Listen, I don't have debt at all, but I still wish my finances were better, because I asked the Lord to give me seed to sow. I want to be able to see a need and reach into my purse. If there's a need, God, show me where it is. Who can I help? I go outside just looking for stuff. God be like, her, him, her, them, do. And you like, Lord, there are times when God has told me to give when I didn't see how I was going to do it. I'm like, God, I only got gas money. He's like, okay, so you going to keep the gas money and somebody don't even have groceries? Okay, I got you, sis. But I know God enough that if he tells me to do something, I'm going to do it, because he is always going to take care of me. Can I promise you that is our testimony? No, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be either. And the more and more and more I trust the process, the more and more I trust the Lord, the more and more I lean not to my own understanding, but in all my ways acknowledge him, I am assured that he will direct my path. Why do you know that, Shakema? Because he's done it every other time since now. He's done it every other time. And I am so thankful. I am so very grateful to a God who cares so much about me, and not just me, but everything that concerns me concerns him. I promise you that is the gospel truth for your life, whether it is, it's not just for Shakema. His promises are yes and amen for all of his children. Are you one of his children? And I left that place. Again, I didn't feel less fat, but I felt encouraged to go back the next time because I didn't know who would be watching the next time. There have been several people. Most times, here's what I have felt really good about, even on my worst days. A lot of people come to the gym and they give them a tour, and they'll bring them into that room. They know I'm in there working out, and sometimes there's other people in there as well. They don't bother me, I don't bother them. But it's been women and men in my middle age or older who sometimes get intimidated by what they see other people doing in the gym. Have I not been a good example that as they're bringing them in to say, okay, we have this, this, and this, and they're seeing me totally oblivious to what I'm doing, and like, oh, okay, if she can do it, then I can do it too. Maybe you're an encouragement to somebody else, even when you don't feel like you're being an encouragement. Maybe you don't feel like you have anything to share. When they bring those people in there, they don't ask me anything. They just see me doing. Sometimes people don't need you to say things. They just need you to keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Sometimes people don't need you to talk them through it. They just need to see you living it. There's something about faith that is, it just like blows my mind. We can have faith and say we believe, but it's different saying you believe than living the life you believe you can live. Right. It's something different about just saying it versus living it. I have every testimony in the book that tells you that God loves me. My kids and I went, not sister was working. Jackson and I went to our PO box yesterday, and I was limited on funds. I did all my Christmas shopping, so I didn't need anything. I was limited on funds. I had about $13 to go into my gas tank. And Friday night, we hosted a 6888 view watch a party. We had a few, my sister came over and another friend and her kids came over, my kids. And at the last minute, when I was asking Jackson about the food, something happened, and the pizza dough that he made, it messed up. He put it in the oven and somehow forgot it was in there, turned on the oven or whatever the case was, and it just totally messed everything up. So I'm like, oh God, we got people coming over to the house. I got to feed these people, because I told them, hey, we're cooking. I pull out a specific amount of money and I go to the store and I buy all the things, and I spent the entire amount. Wasn't some money that I had planned to spend. I did not plan to spend it. That was in my savings envelope. And it was like, God, you know what? That's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm glad it was here that I could pull it out. That was Friday night. Yesterday was Monday. I go to the PO box. And I get an envelope, and on the envelope, I got a couple boxes, some packages from companies and different things. There was an envelope, and in the envelope, it had a yellow sticker on it that said "Return to Sender." So I didn't even know who's. And when I was looking to see who sent it, there's no name, no anything. I opened the envelope because it finally made it back to me, because they fixed whatever was wrong on the envelope. It finally made it back to me. And can I tell you, listen to Shakema. What I spent on Friday night, there was more than 7 times that amount in that envelope. I don't know why somebody chose to bless me, but I'm thankful that they chose to bless me, because perhaps they've seen me choosing to bless somebody else and seeing the fruit of the blessing. So when I choose to bless, then God says, you know what? She's faithful with that little bit. Then I can bless her with a little bit more, because what's she going to do? She's going to go bless. So I was at the grocery store this morning, and I'm just picking up the last few little things I need for this evening. We're going to our Christmas Eve gift exchange. And I see this lady in there. She's a young girl. Okay. And now, Tiff, you've been here long enough to know. All right. Okay. I'm just like, Heavenly Father, I thank you. God, I thank you. And I looked at Jackson. I said, Jack, and I kept counting. And I'm like, what in the world? This me in the middle of in the parking lot at the what's your name? And I go into the grocery store this morning, and there is a young girl. She's young. She's got one baby in her arms. She's trying to push the little cart every time. And she's got a little girl beside the cart. And they got a few little things in their little grocery cart. And I'm on my way to the checkout, and they're walking up behind me to check out. And God says, pay for her groceries. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I hope she don't think I'm a weirdo, but hey, I got this. I'm looking decent. Maybe she don't think I'm some crazy person. I said, sure, absolutely. She gets out of the line. I'm like, Lord, now surely God, because I just got that blessing yesterday, you're going to let me keep my money. He said, go find her. God dog it. Yes, sir. Yes, I will find her. And I don't know her situation. I know she had a little bit of things in her cart. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't anything I would have purchased. It was a few bananas and a couple other little things. I didn't be nosy in her cart, but God said, go find her. So I get out of line, hoping like, Lord, don't think I'm stealing nothing out of this grocery store, because I got my bags and I'm pushing the cart the wrong way. And I go up and down, and I finally find her. And I said, hey, ma'am, I hope you don't think this strange. I said, but would you allow my children and I to pay for your groceries? And she goes, really? I said, yes, ma'am, perfectly. She's like, absolutely. So I pull out the little coins, whatever. And she's like, oh my God, thank you so much. Ma'am, listen. And my prayer is, at some point, if she's ever able, she remembers that experience, and then she can do something similar. Maybe not the same thing, but something similar, because we all been in a position where we've needed help before. We've all been in a position that things haven't gone the way we thought they should have gone. I was feeling extremely big backed, and I didn't even eat nothing. I didn't even ate nothing that made me felt that way. The scale just won't be my friend. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing it, because God has always been faithful to me. And for people to come and say to me, Shakema, I've been watching you. She didn't know my name. She just like, girl, you outdoing everybody in here. Here I am. I'm not one of them big, heavy gym people. I'm just in my little corner doing my little whatevers, minding my business. And she's like, you outdoing everybody. Can we say that about our walk with the Lord? Can people come up to you and say, you outdoing everybody? Girl, you making all the rest of us look bad. Not that I want to push my faith in people's faces, but I want to be a conduit. I want to be an example of what truly trusting God looks like. Because I'm gonna leave this place, and me and God gonna have a personal one-on-one, face-to-face conversation. And I want him to say, Shakema, well done. Well done, girl. You lived that thing. You walked that thing out better than anybody, girl. And now he's not comparing me to anybody, but you walked this thing out so well. Not for you, for your children. I'm walking out weight loss for my children. We're all on a journey in this house. Everybody. I'm walking out my faith in front of my children. I have the faith to believe that God is going to do what God says he's going to do. Anywho, y'all, I just wanted to share that. I do hope that has encouraged somebody, because I know over today and tomorrow that somebody's going to feel a type of way. Ask yourself, have I done better this year than last? Am I doing the best I could? Did I do the best I could for whomever it is that you're taking care of? Just be okay with where you are. Be okay with the memories. My son was talking about overabundance. I bring in stuffed mushrooms is my dish. So I haven't done it yet. I'm getting ready to go do it now. Wash my hands. Stuffed mushrooms. But I did stuffed mushrooms. I did the cheesecake dip. I did homemade cookies. I brought some other cookies for the charcuterie board. He's doing 2 loaves of bread. We're doing butter and honey. And he's like, Mom, but why are you bringing all this stuff and other people are bringing stuff? He's like, there is something about abundance, but then there's something about too much. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask, think, hope, or dare to dream. Why would I do any less than what God is willing to do for me when I'm in the presence of other people? I don't care what they bring. That's not my moment. What I'm going to do is what I need to do. That's what I'm trying to be, just like God. If he's abundant, I'm abundant. If he's always looking for people, I'm always looking for people. If he's encouraging, I'm encouraging. If he's uplifting, I'm uplifting. If he's rebuking, I'm rebuking. Whatever he's doing, I'm doing. Because somebody is following my faith. Does that make sense? And I hope it does. And here's the truth. Now, if you're looking at me now, it doesn't look like how it started, right? Your story is not going to end where you are right now. There's still yet tomorrow. There's still yet this next moment. Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is. There is always a now moment, because even in this now, when this moment has passed, your next moment will still be now. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. We're always in a now moment. I just pray that you all have the best Christmas Eve and Christmas. My kids and I will post a Christmas card for you all tomorrow. Know that you're doing your best. Know that God loves you wherever you are, whomever you are, whatever you've done or haven't done. You can always rectify that situation. It's very simple to say, Lord, forgive my disobedience. Hey, help me get back on track. And God is faithful every single time. All righty, y'all. I'm going to put on my glasses. I'm going to go do all the things. I got to get in the kitchen and do some stuffed mushrooms. I love you guys. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Share, do all the things. And we will see you guys the next time. There will be a Vlogmas video this evening. I will definitely post that before I leave to go to my event. But I love you, and we will see you guys the next time.